For top football analysis is Vico. For YABATECH, Igaga Emmanuel starts and goal. He had a He had 3 clean sheets for YABATECH last season. And Captain Olajide leads the back line, which consists of Miracle, Akibomi, and Ogu Samuel, the man who scored his first goal last season, and it was also YCT's first goal last season. In the midfield department, it is Yusuf, who featured in every game of YABATECH last season, alongside Ibrahim and Sharif. Up front, it is Okwayemi and Mubarak on either side of Sule, the man who featured in the final against Lassu last season. For the Oceanites FCFMT, in goal it is Edward Ogbedu. He conceded 3 goals yesterday versus UNILAG, but he still starts for FCFMT. In front of him is a back line of 4 players, including Robert Daniel, Destiny, Okoya, and Ibrahim. The base of the midfield sees the 2 pivots, Gafar and Waris. In front of those pivots, we have Hector, Johnson, and Igwe Matthew. Up front, it is a lone striker, Onye Dikachi. It is most certainly the perfect atmosphere for this kind of fixture. From the luxury of Victoria Island to the highly entertaining streets of Yaba, it is one grand stage, 2 glory chasers, and 3 points begging to be taken. FCFMT looking to tear the script apart. FCFMT looking to destroy the usual narrative. FCFMT desperately in search of redemption. And if they will get it today, it will certainly come with a fight. A fight from YABATECH. Bright and green. They never take too long to announce their presence. The finalists of last season definitely coming in as favorites to win. A massive increase in the decibel levels here at the UNILAG Sports Center. We have a game in prospect. A few formalities left before the initial whistle. And there they are. The big boys in green. And you get that feeling that FCFMT definitely have something to prove. YABATECH in green, FCFMT in blue. Well, with the kind of game we have in front of us here, Vikoko, what do you make of it?
Expect plenty of action, expect plenty of drama. YABATECH last year finalists with plenty to prove.
Drama certainly in store. We are up and running. Match day 2. Featuring the Techies and the Oceanites. Now here's Yusuf, the man who featured in every game for YABATECH last season. Well, FCFMT do regain that possession. Here's Sule. Onyedikachi loses out. And it's spread. YABATECH are coming now. He's offside. Oh, it's a good call from the linesman.
The early signs in this game show that YABATECH want to kickstart by imposing themselves on the game and maybe score a quick early goal to unsettle the defense of FCE.
YABATECH looking dangerous here. Okoyemi trying to cook up something, but Edward is there. Now that's Gafar, intercepted, spread wide to Captain Olajide. Just dispossessed. Oh, that is good defensive work. It will be a goal kick to the Oceanites. Well, the Techies in green walk into the zone as last year's finalists who only conceded one goal throughout last season. And that was early in extra time against Lassu, which eventually cost them the final. Well, the last time these two sides met, it was a comfortable 2-0 victory with one goal in each half for YABATECH. Sent in deep. Did he get a touch to it? Goal kick. Well, in YABATECH's 2-0 win last season in this same fixture, one of those goals was a wonderfully taken free kick played through the wall by Emmanuel Yakubu. Destiny spreads it to the flank. It's just too much for Roberts. Well, the Oceanites approach this game while seeking their first win ever in the Unitecol Cup. Now YABATECH. Nice intervention there. It was necessary. Sharif. And it falls back to Akinbumi. Here's Akinbumi. Just trying to thread a pass. But here comes FCFMT again. Hector.
I think the concern for FCFMT is how they can find a way to score a goal. They are yet to score in this competition, even from the last edition in 2025.
Now it's threaded into space, but Edward had to come out. Now here's Gafar. Oh, that is good play there. Warriors driving forward. Warriors still going. He's relentless. Hector! But the referee says that's a foul.
I think that's encouraging. Encouraging from FCFMT, who are the underdogs in this game. If they show that kind of hunger, they might have plenty of moments where they can try some attempt on goal, and maybe you never can say score a goal in this match and give themselves confidence.
Sule. Intercepted by Johnson. Here's Johnson. Spread to Gafar. Just lost his footing. Or you just get some feeling that FCFMT are a bit alive in this game against YABATECH. Well, they certainly have to. They were bruised yesterday by the hosts as they conceded 3, I beg your pardon, unreplied goals throughout the 70.
It's a must-win game for FCFMT. If they don't claim maximum points, and you might just say it's a goodbye to this competition, and it's a narrative they want to change.
Sent in by Daniels, but YABATECH collects. AIIM Yusuf. Throw it to YABATECH. Well, both sides haven't really had a settled spell of possession yet. Multiple transitions and end-to-end football in the opening minutes of the game. Now here comes YABATECH with Okwemi sends it in. Oh my goodness! That was a perfectly placed ball across the face of goal, and Sule just couldn't get to it. The first real attacking threat from YABATECH. Warning signs in the early stages.
And FCFMT would have to be very, very alert to the threat of YABATECH down the flanks.
Now here comes YABATECH again. Yusuf sends it in. Took a touch. And it will be the first corner of the game. Hear the noise. It can never, ever be quiet in a game like this. Some minor concerns with Johnson, but he's up on his feet. Sent in. Touched on. And it will be a throw to the Oceanites.
I think personally for FCFMT, they have to be much more precise in possession and find cohesion as quickly as possible. String 1 or 2 passes completely, and of course you can just inspire confidence within yourself.
Well, they try to release Okwemi. Still applying pressure on Robert Daniel. And Robert Daniel clears it out for a throw into YABATECH. Yusuf, intercepted. FCFMT on the counter. Good touch. Yusuf trying to spirit a pass to Okwemi. Okoya clears it out. Sent back in by Sharif. Olajide brings it down. Sharif. Oh, good pass there. Can he get to it? And he sends it again. Oh, that is beautiful. Okoya! Very quickly. Finds the back of the net. The tension has been exposed, and now it erupts celebrations for this man of Mayonnaise of YABATECH.
That goal had been coming. That goal had been coming. From the flanks. And the FCFMT the danger. But the weak player of YABATECH. That's how they got a breakthrough goal. And now it's looking like a mountain to climb for the boys in blue.
Oh, that is some wonderful build-up play from YABATECH. Oh, that is what they can do. Now here's the goal scorer, Okoyemi. Oh, a lovely Trivella. YABATECH still in possession. Yes, Sule. Good play from YABATECH. Chris spread right, Olajide. Okoyemi's calling for it, and it's a lovely intervention from Captain Destiny. Oh, Destiny really had to get there.
And Caesar yet again. YABATECH finding plenty of joy down the left-hand channel. All the variation of the attack has gone through that position, through that flank. I'm sure that the right back of FCFMT needs help at the moment. They have to find a way to stop the attacking phase of YABATECH in that position. Every time they get on the ball in that wing, it's always plenty of trouble to deal with.
Oh, Yaba College of Technology, one very technical side here, showing it on display. The Oceanites, FCFMT, still looking to find their ground. Well, YCT have had a few nervy moments in the opening minutes, but that has been wiped off by the first goal. Well, it wouldn't take you by surprise that most of YABATECH goals last season, most of their goals last season came from Kolawole Timothy, and a lot of their goals last season came from defenders in particular.
One thing is certain, the maximum support of the fans of YABATECH cheering their team here, and of course, having experienced the final last time out, they want to see a repeat of that.
And now, FCFMT with a set piece. An opportunity to advance higher into YABATECH's half. Sent in. Oh, that's a good touch, but it is just too much for Waris. YABATECH quick to restart play. Olajide. Sent forward. Oh, he misses it. And this could be costly. And Sule just lost his foot in there. Oh, it's a misplaced pass from Robert Daniel. Here's Okoyemi. Still Okoyemi. And FCFMT now clear their lines. Oh, that is a good pass. Hector, 1v1, Hector, still Hector, and he's crowded.
Uh, 15 minutes going already. It's all YABATECH at the moment. I feel for FCFMT, the quicker they show much hunger in this game and probably get more physical and fight for the duels, it might help them, just like we are seeing right here, to put a foothold and try and wrestle this game from YABATECH.
Foul on Olajide. Olajide did feature last season for YABATECH. Oh, he had immense contributions. Immense contributions such as the late goal in the second half in the semi-final of last season, YABATECH versus FCE back then. Sent forward, and there's the man in question, Olajide chasing, but Edward will collect. Sent forward to Kachi. Yusuf collects. Hector. Under pressure from Yusuf, twisting and turning. But Okoyemi collects. Quick to spread it. Sule is offside. He just ran too early there.
I think if he delayed his run by some extra seconds, maybe he could have just been onside, and a big opportunity to make it two would have presented itself. But I like their courage. I like YABATECH intent in this game. If you've tasted the final before and you did not claim the trophy, that's big motivation to want to try again and correct the wrongs of the previous time. And that's what YABATECH are trying to do in these tournaments, to drive home a statement that they are here to win this competition, even as visitors.
Sent in by Robert Daniel. Well, referee says no foul, play on. Robert Daniel tries to keep it in, and he does well. Destiny sends it forward. In by Robert Daniel. And out again for another throw into the Oceanites. Here's Hector, 1v1. It's kept in. Sule lays it off. Yusuf. Spread wide. And Mubarak seemed to be offside.
I think the YABATECH players are not happy with that decision. But the referee has a better angle, and just again, a millisecond with his run there. If you had timed it perfectly, it would throw and go, Caesar.
Destiny. Intercepted Yusuf. Now, Okoyemi, the Trivella. Here come YABATECH again, spread wide. Okoyemi now with the ball. 1v1. Doing well to keep it. Yusuf. Trying to find some space. Yusuf. Good defensive work from Robert Daniel. He's really had a lot to do since the game started. Robert Daniel.
He's going to face plenty of this kind of attacking moment from YABATECH. He would have to deal with plenty of 1v1 moments. He would have to stand his ground and make clean tackles, because left, right, center, YABATECH keep coming at FCFMT.
Yes, Olajide. Olajide! There is Robert Daniel again, coming to the rescue for the Oceanites. Okoyemi. Well, went down too easily, in the opinion of the referee. Destiny sends it in towards Kachi. Helps it on for nobody. Olajide. Spread wide to Mubarak. YABATECH looking comfortable in possession here. It's good play from them so far. Ibrahim. Olajide now. Finding Okpayemi. Is he onside? Yes, he is. Destiny quick to send it forward. Well, it's only as far as Sharif. Now Olajide. It will fall to Mubarak. In by Olajide. Missed by Okpayemi and Robert Daniel.
Robert Daniel is seeing plenty of defensive action. I'm sure he wants his team to have the ball on the other side of the pitch, but he has to do his job. He has to encourage his fellow defensive teammate to be alive to every danger posed here by YABATECH.
Throw and send long. Yusuf. And it's wide. We will not trouble the goalkeeper.
Like flipping the script. They look like they're going to drown. Like flipping the script. They look like they're going to drown again today, and might just continue that sad spell of going through matches without scoring a goal in this beautiful competition.
Sharif. Here comes the Oceanites. Gafar. Back to Robert Daniel. Oh, he just couldn't find the run. Still Robert Daniel. He's still in play. Hector. Hector keeps it in play. Good footwork. Gafar. YABATECH now retrieve possession. Gafar. Dispossessed.
Encouraging from FCFMT, and you can see the passion from Robert Daniels, and of course his teammates with their intent and focus on keeping the ball. They have a free kick deep in their own end, but it's something you want to see often if you want to find your rhythm in matches like this.
Well, the aggression is certainly mounting now. 24 minutes in, and it is still YABATECH 1, FCFMT 0. Robert Daniel. Gafar. An offside for FCFMT. Here's Kachi. FCFMT just losing out there. Olajide will pick it up. Under pressure from Kachi. Olajide. Miracle. Back to Ogu Samuel. The man who scored YABATECH's first goal last season. Kachi turning. Referee waves it off. Play on. Sent in by Olajide, heading towards Okpayemi. But once again, Robert Daniel to the rescue. Yusuf, good give and go. Yusuf, charging forward. And that is a timely intervention. Very, very good tackle there from this man, Robert Daniel.
Robert Daniel showing why he wants it so bad. His tackles, his positioning shows he's interested in grabbing a point or a victory for his side in this game.
Oh, it's a good intervention there. It will be a repeat corner for YABATECH.
Trailing. I don't think they are yet to commit any foul in this game. That's surprising. Shows you how serious YABATECH want to score more goals and have more possession of the ball, and so they are very much committed in their tackles.
Well, he didn't realize it soon enough, but he was offside. Good defensive work from YABATECH. Helped on by Kachi. Hector trying to find it, but it falls to Igwe Matthew. Sule. Opeyemi. Sent him forward for Sule. But Edward once again collects. Oh, how many times have we seen in this game the penetration from the boys in green? Now here's Johnson trying to find Gafar. Oh, that is a lovely touch from Okweyemi. Straight into the path. Here comes YABATECH once again, and it's missed everybody. Mubarak just trying to find a delicate pass to an array of attackers in the box. But YABATECH quick to recover from that. Yusuf. Oh, he was coming from an offside position.
I just think if he had raised his head up a bit, maybe, just maybe, he would have found a teammate in the box. He did the right things, going past his marker, and maybe just raising his head up a bit would have seen his teammates in much better position, and that could have been easily 2-0 to YABATECH.
Yusuf steals it. And it's an attacking set piece in a very, very dangerous area. The fans are screaming because they know this could be a very, very dangerous moment. It was against FCE in the semi-final last season that Emmanuel Yakubu scored the very popular Declan Rice free kick. And now a chance for the boys in green to double their lead.
It's a promising position. You want to fancy the goal scorer to try his luck from this range, and you never know, Caesar.
Barely 18 yards out. Akimbomi and Okweyemi standing over it. Can YABATECH get their second goal from this? Opeyemi! And that was just millimeters away. A little below, and maybe, just maybe, that could have been the second.
Indeed, millimeters away. Opeyemi hits the effort with precision. But of course, the wall did its job and just forced him to go wide a bit. Near moment for UNILAG, for YABATECH again.
Kafar doing well to get out of pressure. Now here comes FCFMT charging down the flank. But Yusuf puts out the fire. Ibrahim spreads it back to Yusuf. Ibrahim, good. Oh. Now FCFMT regain possession. Igwe Matthew. Chipped ball looking for Hector, who already knew he was offside. YABATECH looking calm at the back. Sharif. Spread to Ibrahim. Chipped in. Sule's on his way. Sule. Can he still get to it? Just a heavy touch for Sule.
Good anticipation from the goalkeeper there to make the forward of YABATECH unsettle a bit. If he had not rushed off his line, it could have been much more comfortable for him to just find the bottom corner. FCFMT are yet to grow into this game. 34 minutes gone already. And YABATECH will be looking for the second goal as quickly as possible to put this one to bed.
Oh, here they come again. Okpeyemi on the edge of the area. Good footwork, but it was not on the same page with Sule. It's a foul on Onyedikachi. Well, YABATECH did score in every game last season except the final. And now they're showing just that with a lead. And then there's the founder of 54 Football X, Anyababa AIIM. Right there on your screens. Now, here comes Hector. Well, a nervy moment there temporarily for YABATECH.
And you can see the expression from the goalkeeper of YABATECH, furious with his teammates. Too early to lose concentration. And that's the remonstration from Igaga Emmanuel.
And that will be all after 35 minutes of truly sensationally, purely attacking football. And it was Okpeyemi that separated these two sides in the 11th minute. And that is the reason for which 24 minutes later, the scoreline reads YABATECH 1, FCFMT 0. The second half of what we could have called something really, really Bamalicious. But it is only Bamalicious for one side here. It is terrifying for the other. And now we start again. Another 35 minutes of unpredictability. A foul on Olajide, and YABATECH quick to start the attack once again. Just look at their faces. They're eager for something here. A set piece routine. But is offside. Well, most of YABATECH's goals last season came in the second half. 6 to be precise. And some part of the fans do feel that that will be a pattern here today. Well, this is football. There is just some sense of unpredictability attached to it. And it's amazing how quickly games can turn on their heads.
Very true that football matches have plenty of uncertainty behind it, but for FCFMT, they are barely 34 minutes away from being knocked out from this competition. They have to give everything in their might to win this match, as a must win for them, Caesar, and they have to find a way.
Oh, here comes FCFMT. Well, that is a good save from Igaga Emmanuel. Yusufu chase, but they got the and a confirmation of the substitution for FCFMT. And now a corner for FCFMT to be taken by Hector. Sent in by Hector. Touched on by Yusuf. And it falls to Robert Daniel. Pressure from Okwayami. And it's just too harsh. It's a free kick. Hector behind it. Sent in by Hector, but it's way beyond the post. Oh, the Ocean Eyes are going to have to do much better than that for any kind of remontada in this game. Now YABATECH regained the possession. Yusuf picked up. Sherry sends it forward. Okwayami will chase. Now here's Sule. That is good defensive work from Robert Daniel once again.
Trust me, Robert Daniel has been instrumental for SCFMT, and he just needs 2 or 3 other colleagues like him to click in this game, and maybe they can find some attacking rhythm and grab an equalizer.
Oh, here come FCFMT now. Warriors. Sent in by Warriors. Well, that's comfortably saved by Ikaka Imano. Well, Vikoko, do you get the feeling that just maybe Robert Daniel might be the man of the match for this game?
Maybe not, because it seems on the losing end. But we still have plenty of minutes to be played in the second half, and I feel that anybody who will stand out will have to be from the team that claims maximum point.
Warriors having some trouble there. Now play will restart. And Ibrahim plays it out. It's a corner for YABATECH to be taken by Olajide. Taking short, Sule. Olajide just didn't connect very much. Now FCFMT can counter, but is stopped in his tracks. Oh, it's in! Oh, that is a little beauty! At the moment of brilliance, a moment that they will cherish all day long. YABATECH! Place ahead, and the second restrictions I feel that Edward should be doing better there. Maybe he mistimed this jump, but whatever it is, you don't want to take away the sublime effort of Bamaliciously to ensure that his team have a 2-goal advantage. And this is what the Unitecol Cup is made of. You see top class goals like this. We saw a couple yesterday, and now we are seeing another one today. And I feel with that goal, it is AIIM to this competition for FCFMT. Top goal from Bamaliciously. And you see it again on replay over and over again. You want to appreciate the intention. You want to appreciate, the decision here. And sometimes when you take a shot, you never know where the pendulum will swing. But if you are the goalkeeper, you'll feel sorry for Edward. Maybe he should be doing better. But the reality is YABATECH 2, FCMT 0. And I think it's goodbye for them in this competition. Well, that is how you gain control. And they have certainly done it in style. But here they come again, searching for the third. And there's Babawande, the man who just came on. It is slipping away from the hands of the Oceanites. Onyedikachi. He's crowded, but he does well to find a spare man. Gafar loses it. Olajide sends it forward. Okoyemi will chase. He's down the flank. Can he keep it in? He's still on the line. Now he's 1v1 with MLB Destiny. Yes, Okoyemi! Okoyemi!
Brilliant. That was brilliant. And you can see he's having fun. That is what goes does to you when you score in football matches. It inspires confidence, and you can see Okoyemi on replay trying to just outsmart his marker there, and maybe too much bend in the shot, but you want to appreciate the attempt, and that could have been 3-0 to YABATECH.
More and more pressure mounting on that blue defense. Sharif. And now here is Robert Daniel. Looking for a pass to Kachi, but Obusama was there. And it took a last touch off Johnson. Referee says play on. Now that is a foul on Sharif for YABATECH. Well, the fans are screaming for a card, but they will get none of it for now. Oh, it's a good touch, a very nice touch, but to nobody. Oh, here comes FCFMT with Johnson. Forced to retreat. Destiny back to Edward. Under pressure. YABATECH mounting the pressure. Olajide applying that pressure down the flank. But it's just enough for the captain Destiny to get a free kick.
And what is motivating for me, Caesar, is the devoted fans of YABATECH. Since the blast of the first whistle, even during warm-up, we've heard their voices very loud and clear in this game. And like I said earlier, when you see your team experience a final and lose it, and you have an opportunity to make amends, you want to give it everything within your soul to achieve that ambition. And I'm sure YABATECH will want to appear in the final of this Unitecol Cup, second edition again, and maybe go on to win it.
Well, they are certainly lively, the fans of the boys in green, with so much adrenaline and dopamine coming from this game. High level of decibels is certainly guaranteed in a game like this. Sent forward by Igaga Imano. Headed back out. Now here come Warriors. 1v1. Throw and taking long. Kachi turning. Can he get to it? Kachi! A temporary miscommunication in the YABATECH's defense. Well, probably he could have taken a last touch there just to try and trouble the goalkeeper. Corner to be taken by Hector. Sent in by Hector. and cleared. But it will fall back to Igaga Imano, who's very quick to release it. Yusuf. Ogwu Samuel. Ibrahim looking for the run of Okoyemi. Babawande fastens it, shortens. Oh!
That would have been one of the goals of this competition if it had gone in. You want to appreciate the bravery of the attacker there to just catch the FCFMT goalkeeper off guard. Edward will have been embarrassed, of course, but UNILAG are knocking on the door for extra goals. And maybe with 20 minutes left, they can find more.
Oh, here come YABATECH again. Ibrahim. But it's here with Robert Daniel. That could easily have been 3-0 there. A very ambitious strike from Babawande, the number 9. It was crowded, but it forced to Yusuf. Good footwork, and he finds green grass. Send forward. Oh, Basit was chasing. Steve. Nicely taken down. The referee confirms it. Handball. .52 minutes in. And can FCFMT grab something? Oh, the goalkeeper spills it. Well, that's the second time you see YABATECH be inconsistent in defense. And that just might be a turning point for the Oceanites. Kachi having some problems. Oh, there were some moments where it looked like he could have troubled the defense of YABATECH. But now he's forced to leave. Another substitution for both sides, YABATECH and the Oceanites. It wasn't taken down too well.
Yes, I can see a difference. I can see a difference. I can see a difference.
Now here come the Oceanites again. "55 minutes. YABATECH asking the questions. FCFMT answering poorly. Sent in by Hector and collected by Igaga. Spread wide quickly for Okoyemi. Okoyemi pressing Ibrahim. Still Okoyemi. Okoyemi 1v1 with Robert Daniels. Spreads it. Now Yusuf. In by Yusuf. It's a chance. A lovely acrobatics from Babawande.
We are approaching the hour mark, and it's much of a measured and controlled performance now from YABATECH since they doubled their lead. I'm sure it's playing in the minds of FCFMT that this competition is over for them, and they're navigating in the final minutes of this game with pride in their hearts, and maybe just break that deadlock of finally scoring a goal in this competition. Last time out as well, they could not manage a goal, and it looks like in the second edition of the Unitecol Cup, they might just continue that very, very sad streak of going through the games and not scoring a goal at all.
Well, FCFMC might be displeased with the scoreline, but they'd certainly be happy with one goal here just to prove that they have something to their name in the Unitecol Cup. They are yet to score. They never scored in season 1. They haven't scored in season 2. Can they do it here now? It's a charge! Oh! A strike from Gafar, and Igaga Emmanuel really had to work there.
You wonder where this has been all the game. Encouraging from them as they finally strike a shot on target. I'm sure they are desperate for a goal. Even if they will leave here empty-handed, at least they can carry a goal as part of their memories in this second edition of the Unitecol Cup.
Throw in very deep into the 18-yard box. Okpeyemi. Move back on the overlap. Ernest. Still Ernest. Ernest is going. Here is Ernest!
That's a top class save, trust me. Edward made himself very big. Ernest had time and space to just pick his spots. But you have to give credit to the goalkeeper to ensure that it's still 2 for now. That his team has considered.
Just look at that. 1v1 in space. Now it settles. Johnson spreads it wide. Habib, 1v1. Habib. And it's back for Miracle. Yusuf. Nice interception there from Gafar. Nine minutes to the end of normal time. YABATECH approaching their first win of the Unitecol Cup Season 2. FCFMT approaching impending relegation. If they can do something, it has to be within the next 9 minutes. Now here comes Yusuf. Was that a foul? No, says the referee. Play on. Ball trying to be spread wide to Habib, but it's just too much. Baba Wande in space. Baba Wande back to Olajide. Oh, that is beautiful. And that intervention was very much necessary.
Earlier shout for a penalty from YABATECH, but you see on replay that the tackle was clean and it grabbed all of the ball. Barely just 7 minutes left, and I feel that this one is out of sight for FCFMT. They will have to go and regroup again and come back next year better. But it looks like they've not learned their lesson from the first edition. Hopefully that's different if we see them again next year. But for YABATECH, this is how you show that you want to get to the final again and claim a title they feel they should have won last year on home soil.
There is Igaga Emano. Three clean sheets to his name. Only lost the game against Lassu in the final, which was a goal scored after extra time by Ione Elijah in the 61st minute. Edward still having problems. Well, there is much experience for this YABATECH side. 8 finalists return for season 2. And that is very much evident in how they play. And they would be delighted to see their team 2-0 up. Just some words with the players and the referee before we restart. Some complaints regarding some collisions there. A short momentary lapse. More than enough time for FCFMT to find a change. And they are just 2 minutes of normal time away from exiting the Unitecol Cup Season 2. Well, Edward looks like he might not be able to continue.
I remember Edward making triple saves yesterday in the game against UNILAG. A sad one to see that he will not be able to finish the match. And his teammates, I think it's Justin number 7, will have to replace him because they've exhausted all their substitution. Pretty sad to see, but I appreciate when he walks to the bench that everyone gives him, of course, a standing ovation. It's been a revelation in this tournament as well. Despite conceding goals, he has made some top-class saves. And we wish him speedy recovery.
The number 7 shirt on paper seems to be Kaka Kamaldeen. Sent in long. And it misses everybody. Oh, he just didn't connect really well with that shot. Now here come FCFMT again for a last inch of effort. It's a 5v2, but Hector is still going. Hector. Habib is waiting for it. He's a lone man. And eventually Ogu Samuel clears it. Robert Daniel. Robert Daniel taking on Ernest. And that will be all. The end. The end. FCFMT followed the script. They certainly followed the script. FCFMT bruised and demoralized. YABATECH certainly cruised onto victory. The party started in the 11th minute with Okwemi. It was doubled in the second half by Mubarak in the 42nd minute. And at the end of the 70, YABATECH had the first win in the Unitecol Cup Season 2. It is YABATECH 2, FCFMT 0.
That is the end of the road for FCFMT. They are officially out of the Unitecol Cup 2026. They are the first team to bow out of the tournament. YABATECH 2, FCFMT 0. Today's second bid for YABATECH and second bid for UNILAG will be Akoka Derby. Up next is Lassu against FCE.
378 days since the hearts of YABATECH fans were smashed to pieces. It's been that long since each set of fans have had to reminisce on their fair share of emotions. 378 days since Iron Elijah's spectacular moment at the home of the Techies. A little more than 7 jubilee of days and 7 minutes away from here, we witnessed the coronation of champions. Well, there was last-minute heartbreak and unending rivalry on display, pulsating enough it just had to have a season 2. And so, here we are. Hello and welcome to all freshers, sophomores, penultimates, and finalists. This is the Unitecol Cup Season 2. In by Timothy and punched out by Samson. Here's Hamzat Malik, willing to place Mustafa down the flank, and he does well to keep possession. He sends it back. Aderoju lays it back. Jeremiah! And that was a timely intervention from Roland. But before we get to that, here comes Lassu again. Oh, a loose touch. But Malik, can he get to it? He's pressing wide. This is Kenny Hamzat!
That was close. Very, very close.
Could this be more? In by Malik. Oh, and it's in! That is a Bamaliciously good goal! Simply cool! Simply sensational! Lassu, 1-0 from Jeremiah, the striker. What a cool and calm finish. Well, that is a striker's finish. Simply sensational. Perfect. Spread wide. Opafemi Precious. Back to Habib. Can he strike? Goal! And the Blazers strike once again. Adebowale Aderoju, the man who scored in the first half of last season against FCE, he has now done it again. Almost unmarked in the box and just a little pocket of space, he finds the back of the net. It is soon done to.
Dwindle in terms of the time.
Oh, here comes Lassu again. Is that a penalty? The referee says no.
Another scary moment again for FCE. The defenders just switched off there. And they had big shot for a penalty, Lassu. Big shot for a penalty.
Well, would you look at that? Well, from that angle, it's not really clear to see.
Can be very frustrating for the coach.
Oh, FCE have barely tasted the box. Here come Lassu again. Can he score? Oh my goodness. How could he have missed that? Oh, would you look at that? Adebowale Aderoju once again getting into the box and feeding Jeremiah. And somehow you should have taken that early on. Perhaps that there could be a chance for a comeback. But here come Lassu again with Ahmed Malik. He lays it in. Jeremiah and Adebowale! Oh my goodness! Oh!
Wow. That's a big miss there.
How on earth do you miss a point-blank opportunity? A chance from point-blank range. Missed by Adebowale Aderoju. Look at that again.
I think the first there from Adebowale was a little bit complacent, and then the follow-up for Beep.
Oh, here come FCE. Adeni for what? Is that a penalty? Game on! Lassu in disbelief. FCE embracing the saving grace.
And then you look at that penalty decision on replay there. Maybe you want to say it's a soft call from the referee.
For us! Game on! Game on! There's one back. There is a chance for the redemption. FCE Akoka get one back with 15 minutes to go. AIIM Elijah had already scored 5 goals in the competition. Now, yes, Okel Sadiq sends it in. Can he get a shot? Oh, it's in! All the way in! Abdelake! And there you have it again! With 3-1. And they have most certainly put it beyond the reach of FCE. There will certainly be arguments as to whether or not that was a foul. Look at that. Came in from Sadiq. A collision which didn't buy the attention of the referee, but it fell nicely. Ahmed Malik. A chance on the edge of the area. Jeremiah. Penalty! And it probably might go from bad to worse for FCE.
You see the penalty decision on replay. A later challenge here from
the last person to score a brace against FCE was AIIM Elijah. And now, Jeremiah joins the list. It was AIIM Elijah with a brace against FCE last season. Now,
good afternoon and welcome to the beautiful UNILAG Sports Complex here in the heart of Akoka, where a brand new chapter is about to be written in the second edition of the Unitecol Cup, an exciting tertiary institution football showcase powered by 54 Football X. The crowd is building, the drums are rolling, and the voices here growing louder around this famous university environment as we witness the official kickoff.
Both sides are willing to put on the ball.
And the early chance here for UNILAG. Although the chance is missed, but the referee, assistant referee down the far side, raises a flag for an offside. A long ball forward from San Jose. And here is Olani Pekun ready for the delivery. Oh! Here's the upright. And it's going to be what decision now? It's a goal! UNILAG have taken the lead!
What an incredible moment we have here! Only hosting and everything! Right to the 9th minute! The deadlock is broken! And in fighting delivery! From Mayonnaise! And the question is, will the ball cross the line?
Yes, it did! Amazing finish!
FCFMT, I beg your pardon. Speaking of their performance so far, you can see how open they are in defense.
And here they asking questions again! What a goal! Would you believe it? This one is right from the start! And scores of UNILAG! Just wow! What a sublime effort from Obi Somtochukwu, scoring a fantastic goal.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vikoko, that is a true finish. He hit that pure.
UNILAG looking to take advantage of FCFMT. A chance to make it 3. Oh, here's the point. Big opportunity for Oladeko Samuel. That should have been 3. Caesar.
Well,
How did he miss that?
I definitely agree with you, Vikoko. Look at how much time and space he had when it was spread to him on the far side. Well, he had so much time to take an extra touch. And once he set himself up there, that should be going in.
Down the left-hand channel now. Looking to create more momentum. Somto again! What a save! Samuel with a rebound. Somto! A big chance again to make it 3. And almost 3 there for UNILAG. Danger still alive with Samuel. Crossing to his left. Crossing to his right. Samuel again. Ayola. His touch lets him down.
Well, you can see why.
And a chance here again for Ayola. Plenty of hesitation there in the defense of FCFMT. And another big moment for the home side.
Well, you can see.
Unfortunately, Samad could not connect cleanly.
Yeah.
They're piling forward now. Yes, Afolayo. A fine Samuel. And there's Somto! Amazing save again from Edward. And a rebound. He's off targets. And he's smiling. Somto is smiling. A signal thumbs up to his teammates.
Well, you can see it all started from that interception there. And when UNILAG were coming, it's a lovely spot from this man here, Samuel. And look at the pass into the far side. It's good work from the goalkeeper just to come out in time and block that.
Igwe Matu, who has now left it for Oyedikachi. Dangerous cross into the box! And Olani Pekun will keep the ball in play. And a strike from distance! What a goal! And the substitute has made it 3! A fantastic point from the right! Face super short for the defense! 3-point advantage for the home team! And that's one is for the camera! A Bamalicious point from a Bamalicious player! Substitute! Super shot for the Washington! With an incredible finish! And there's the final whistle! What a beginning for the UNILAG Marines. A debut performance full of composure, energy, and authority. Here at the UNILAG Sports Complex, the hosts have announced themselves. Good afternoon and welcome to the beautiful UNILAG Sports Complex here in the heart of Akoka, where a brand new chapter is about to be written in the second edition of the Unitecol Cup, an exciting tertiary institution football showcase powered by 54 Football X. The crowd is building, the drums are rolling, and the voices here growing louder around this famous university environment as we witness the official kickoff.
Both sides are willing to put on the ball.
And the early chance here for UNILAG. Although the chance is missed, but the referee, assistant referee down the far side, raises a flag for an offside. A long ball forward from San Jose. And here is Unitecol with a divided delivery. Oh! Hits the uprights. And it's going to be what decision now? It's a goal! UNILAG have taken the lead!
What an incredible moment to have there! For the host team and the defense! Right and the deadlock is broken! And in fight to delivery! For Bamaliciously! And the question is, the ball crossed the line! Yes, it did! Amazing finish!
FCFMT, I beg your pardon. Speaking of their performance so far, you can see how open they are in defense.
And here they asking questions again! What a goal!
Would you believe it? This one is made from the stars! A choice of UNILAG! A brilliant effort from Obi!
Just wow! What a sublime effort from Obi! Somtochukwu scoring a fantastic goal.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vikoko, that is a true finish. He hit that pure.
UNILAG looking to take advantage of FCFMT. And a chance to make it three. Oh, here's the upright. Big opportunity for Oladeko Samuel. That should have been three, Caesar.
Well,
How did he miss that?
I definitely agree with you, Vikoko. Look at how much time and space he had when it was spread to him on the far side. Well, he had so much time to take an extra touch. And once he set himself up there, that should be going in.
Down the left-hand channel now. Looking to create more momentum. Somto again! What a save! And Samuel with a rebound. Somto! A big chance again to make it three. And almost three there for UNILAG. Danger still alive with Samuel. Crossing to his left. Crossing to his right. Samuel again. Ayola. His touch lets him down.
Well, you can see why.
And a chance here again for Ayola. Plenty of hesitation there in the defense of FCFMT. And another big moment for the home side.
Well, you can
Unfortunately, Samad could not connect cleanly.
Yeah.
They're piling forward now. Yes, Afolayo. A fine Samuel. And there's Somto! Amazing save again from Edward. And a rebound. He's off targets. And he's smiling. Somto is smiling. A signal thumbs up to his teammates.
Well, you can see it all started from that interception there. And when UNILAG were coming, it's a lovely spot from this man here, Samuel. And look at the pass into the far side. It's good work from the goalkeeper just to come out in time and block that.
Igwe Matsu, who has now left it for Oyedikachi. Dangerous cross into the box! And Unitecol will keep the ball in play. And a strike from distance! What a goal!
And his substitute has made it three. That's fantastic points for Grant. Three super short for the officer. 3-point advantage for the host team. And that's one is for the camera. A Bamalicious boy. And a Bamalicious player. Substitute. Super shot for the officer. With an incredible finish.
And there's the final whistle. What a beginning for the UNILAG Marines. A debut performance full of composure, energy, and authority. Here at the UNILAG Sports Complex, the hosts have announced themselves. Good afternoon and welcome once again to the UNILAG Sports Complex here in Akoka, where Matchday 2 of the Unitecol Cup continues with another heavyweight battle in Group B of this prestigious tertiary institution football competition powered by yours truly, 54 Football X. This game comes loaded with history, pressure, unfinished business, and the memory of what happened exactly 1 year ago. This is a repeat of the 2025 third place match where LASUED edged FCE Akoka by a single goal to claim the bronze medal. Kelvin Prince was the hero that afternoon, and the scars of that defeat still remains very fresh for many connected to the Lions of FCE Akoka. Now they meet again. The LASUED Giants arrive for their first game of this year's competition, carrying confidence, reputation, and expectation. Bronze medalists from last time out. They begin another campaign, believing they can go even further this time around. Their opponents, however, enter this context wounded and desperate. FC Akoka were humbled 4-1 by the defending champions Lassu on match day 1. And already the pressure is building around the Lions. Defeat today will seriously damage their hopes of progressing to the semi-finals. And so one thing is for sure, this afternoon becomes about reaction for FC Akoka. But for LASUED, can they make a statement and begin their campaign with authority? I recall that FC Akoka finished 4th in the first edition of the Unitecol Cup, and LASUED finished 3rd, and this game has plenty of weight behind it. Straight to the starting lineup, Chigoze Jude starts and goal for LASUED. Tijani, Fridaus, Prosper, Paul, Adetoye, Isiaka, Afolabi, Kelvin Prince, the goal scorer in this exact same tie 1 year ago, starts today alongside Afolabi Michael. They are led by Coach Benga Reyes, who is hoping he can lead his boys to the final this time around. And for FC Akoka, they make 2 changes to their starting exile that were trashed by the defending champions on match day 1. Clement Akman is in goal in place of Samson Adeomi. And of course, Azan Fatai replaces one of the shining stars for FC in midfield today as well, in person of Kolawale Kiyam. And the history between these two teams adds another level of emotions to this encounter. And for FC Akoka, they are playing under huge pressure after their opening heavy defeats. And Caesar, their goal is to rewrite the wrongs this afternoon.
Oh, surely you will come into this one with something at the back of their mind. They were beaten by Lassu yesterday, and this is their one chance to set things right for themselves. So they just have to keep their heads in the game, keep the concentration levels high, and hopefully they can get something out of this game. For the LASUED boys, I believe they'll be confident about this one, because the last time the only goal from Kelvin Prince was enough to just seal it for them. They came out on top. So they'll be coming here today with renewed confidence that something will just come out of this game for them.
And we're live and kicking. Attacking from left to right is LASUED, who are dressed in white jerseys and white shirts. And attacking from right to left is FC Akoka. Who have Considered 4 goals already in this tournament. And will have to battle hard to keep a clean sheet this afternoon. And equal their record from the first edition of the Unitecol Cup where they advanced to the semi-final stage. This one is dicey. This one is tricky. But we have fans who are gathered here to witness goals and plenty of suspense as well. The referee has paused play temporarily. I'm sure it's for the ball boys to follow accordingly the dress code for this game and to avoid conflicts of jerseys. A foul committed by jersey number 7 for FC at the knee for us. He scored the only goal on Matchday 1 via penalty spot. As they became the first team to score against Lassu in the history of the Unitecol Cup combined. A long ball forward here and almost a chance for Afolabi Michael. The FCE Akoka defense went to sleep. And with just a more measured control, you could have been true to an empty net. Caesar.
Well, that's just a glimpse of what they're trying to do in this game.
Hold on a minute. FCE Akoka with Fawaz. Fawaz! What a strike! What a finish! He has done it again! And the gentleman who scored for the penalty spot on Matchday 1 has done it again. This time around with a cool, calm and composed finish.
Well, it's a good spot from the captain just to find Fawaz on the flank. And in that 1v1 position, once he gets it on a stronger foot, there's no catching him there. And it's a beautiful finish. Credit to Fawaz.
That is a Bamalicious effort from Fawaz. And this one has ignited the fire in this game. They have to win if they are going to progress to the semi-final. And they have taken the bull by the horn. Fawaz with a spectacular right-footed finish to give the Lions the lead. FCE Akoka.
Well, that's certainly the kind of energy that you need in this game. They started
Yes,
off
Fawaz again. They want more. Will they get more? Inches away. And they are piling up the pressure now. FCE Akoka smell blood.
Well, surely that's the kind of attitude you need in this kind of game. They know what's on the line and they're responding. They're responding accordingly. That's really good of FTE just now.
LASUED looking to respond. And yes, Afolabi throw and goal. The keeper is off his line as he committed a foul. The referee says it's a free kick. Is it the last man? And that's a debate here and some careless tackle from the goalkeeper for LASUED, Jude.
Well, both players just looking to have a feel of it. Well, back to the chances that FCE had. You can see time and time again spaces on the edge of the box for FCE. That shows you what they're intending to do in this game. And these are early warning signs for LASUED.
Chigozie Jude feeling the impact of that earlier tackle, but on replay again, you're seeing Fawaz's goal. And it took his marker to the cleaners. And his right-footed top corner finish. We add to the archives of the amazing goals we've seen at the Unitecol Cup.
Well, at this point in time, FCE just have to avoid being complacent about the lead. You know, sometimes teams can just get the lead and stop being relentless. They can just slip a little, and that allows the opposition to just gain some ground, gain some momentum. So FCE just have to keep their heads in the game now.
Earlier, of course, I mixed up the names of the goalkeeper for FCE Akoka, who made that careless tackle, referring to Clement Akpan, is actually starting his first game for his team today. He came on as a substitute on match day 1. And nearly cost his side here. We don't know if the referee will be issuing a card. On our screen, seconds ago, the founder of 54 Football X, betting football reviver in Nigeria, Africa, and the rest of the world. And football education is one of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, he does really, really well in that dribble. You know, you're 1v1 with space behind the defender. You're looking to attack that space, and that is what he does there. It is just smart from that man there to just place it way beyond the goalkeeper accurately. It's a really smart finish.
Credit to our official sponsor of the Unitecol Cup, Bama. We also have a Sporting Lagos scouts here to observe talent. The official club partner of this competition, Sporting Lagos, are fully represented here to see the next generation of wonder stars from the Unitecol Cup. But we have an interesting set piece opportunity for Lassu. Prosper, hoping to be prosperous from this free kick. Looks like a set piece that is suited for a left footer. And alongside him is Afolabi Michael. Prosper! Sails over the crossbar. And his calling efforts will not trouble Clement Akpan in goal.
Well, he just got the technique wrong there. But it's some kind of response for LASUED so far.
LASUED have to respond. It's just their first game in this edition of the Unitecol Cup. And they cannot afford to start it on a losing note, because waiting for them in their final match day is the almighty, invisible Lassu. They have another set piece opportunity now via the left-hand channel. 5 borders in the box. And the set piece routine there. Akpan, Clements, are life in danger. They lose possession again. FCE. And it's going to be a throw into LASUED. A good pass from Ahmad. An impressive defensive contribution from Oladipupo Abdul Razak to avert any sort of trouble, as we've witnessed the first 10 minutes of this game. 10 minutes gone, and we have an early goal. FCE Akoka lead LASUED 1-0. And don't forget, you can join the live stream of this game on vivxsports live on YouTube to connect with this incredible tertiary institution tournament making waves here in the UNILAG Lagos. First corner kick, well defended. And yet again, Prosper wins a free kick for his team. And much to the dismay of the FCE Akoka supporters.
Well, you can see the momentum shifting now to the LASUED side. FCE, after that first goal, they've relaxed just a little bit, and this could be dangerous for them.
Prosper whips the ball into the box. It starts with again. Fawaz clears for his side. LASUED looking for a quick response after going a goal behind early on in this game. And yes, the goal scorer Fawaz, his touch lets him down. Now both teams fighting for every inch of the ball at the moment. And good one there from Ahmad to win the 50-50 challenge. His cross is a weak one. And FC, we calmly clear your lines.
Oh.
And they've won the free kick now. Ayomide Emmanuel.
Well, I'm not sure if he should be doing that there, but that is calm overall.
A long pass forward to the right-hand channel. A good defending from the LASUED fullback. They regain possession. The pass is weak. And it's end-to-end stuff at the moment between the two teams. And you can see how much this game means to either of the sides, Caesar.
Yeah, so far it's a good response from LASUED. They're doing well just to probe into the box, get more bodies there, get more chances. It's not telling now in the scoreline, but you can see it shifting to the LASUED boys.
And there's an animated coach Adiran Shegun, the coach of FCE. A pass from the midfield finds the goal scorer for us. Whips across into the box. It's well controlled. Is this a chance? Is it? FCE Akoka score again! Godwin Umuna, who has doubled the advantage for his team. Fawaz again in the mix of the action with a fantastic assist to set up his teammates in the box to make it two. LASUED wants to respond. Can they? Yes, Afolabi. His shot is blocked. Chances still alive. And it's a penalty. The referee has pointed to the sports kick. LASUED have a penalty. Within a twinkle of an eye, Caesar, this game is turning upside down.
You're definitely right about that, Vikoko. It's just end-to-end football at this point in time, and it's going back and forth. Just a few minutes after FCE doubled their lead, you can see them just being a little bit careless at the back.
A big moment in this game. Just a moment ago, FCE Akoka made it 2-0, but now they've given away a penalty. And a chance to halve the deficit. Afolabi Michael, the center forward for LASUED. It's a big moment in this game as we've hit the 15th minute mark. And it is Afolabi up against Clement Akpan in goal for FCE. A third goal now will change the dynamics of this game. What a game we are having. But first, LASUED need to find a quick response. Afolabi. And he scores!
Involved in this game. It's been end to end. It's been back-to-back attacking football. And you just get the feeling that this will certainly be more than 2-1 at the end of this game.
And so if FCE Akoka thought they were going to run away with a win here, they'll have to fight hard for it. 3 goals in 16 minutes. Fawaz has been the shining light for the Akoka boys. But LASUED, once more, a long pass, finds Fawaz again. And his cross is a disappointing one. Maybe he could have just waited for his teammate to arrive in the box.
Yeah, there was a bit of space behind the defender. He could have just stopped and taken him on like a winger would do, 1v1.
And for information purpose, LASUED, the Lagos State University of Education, established in 1997, were bronze medalists last year when they defeated FCE Akoka 1-0 in the third place match. The script is different this time around. They have to win if they are to give themselves a fighting chance to be in the semi-final. But we are seeing activity on the bench for LASUED. Jersey number 12. And then Ogbonna set to come on, and that's going to be a surprising one. Maybe a tactical change from Coach Bengarians, who wants to take full control of this game before he drifts away.
Yeah, something definitely has to change for the LASUED side, and you can understand why. Going 2 goals down within 13 minutes, it's not something you'd want to get at the start of the Unitecol Cup Season 2. So an attacking change will surely suffice at this point. It's understandable.
One pass too heavy there for Kelvin Priest. And now we're going to see that change. Surely it's going to be a tactical one. And it is Anene Ogbonna coming on for Tijani Fridaus, who is not happy that he's been, of course, taken off. But that's what football is all about. It's a ruthless sport. You have to be up and running for 90 minutes, 60 minutes, 70 minutes, dependent on the duration for any competition. Clement Akban to restart the game with a goal kick.
I'll tell you what, Vikoko, they're certainly...
And yes, sir, an offside flag. Underneath ours. Caught in the offside trap here. Said by LASUED. Ahmad Ibrahim with a heavy touch. The ball goes out for a throw-in. Yes, Fawaz, the man of the moment for FCE. And the referee has awarded a free kick against FCE Akoka.
Although you've got to be careful here, FCE. You cannot be giving away fouls like that.
And it seems that Olarinwaju must have enjoyed his groin Feeling the impact of that tackle on him. But credit to the fans who love their institution and have come out and managed to support their own.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
Now play resumes in earnest. A long pass from Olawale Afolabi straight to the hands of Akpan.
Well, just one look at the FC side, and you can tell Adeni Fawaz has so much quality in him and can be so dangerous for FCE. Anytime they get the ball, they're just looking to find him with the goalkeeper. That's basically the strategy for today.
Akpan again off his line, and a dangerous moment here, and he stops from creeping to the back of the net by Olamilekan Roland. Afolabi Michael almost,
Well,
not Michael now, Prosper nearly catching FC defense off guard with Akpan off his line again. But timely intervention there from the FC defender to stop the ball from crossing the line. Talking about Lekon Roland. And LASUED have a corner kick now. The cross is whipped in. Akpan, we coolly collect that one.
well, as the goalkeeper, if you're going to come outside for a clearance, you have to clear it out to safety. But it's a good defensive work just to recover there for FCE.
And we've seen moments where anytime Akpan is off his line, it's fumbled it. But yes, FCE in transition. Fawaz, the goal scorer. And it's been fouled. Free kick to the boys in black.
Oh, that is good footwork from Fawaz. He's looking lively. He's looking lively there. And the amount of chance creation that does come from this man is so good.
We are about to see a promising opportunity here for FC, but moments earlier, Caesar, the foul
Oh,
that became a penalty for LASUED.
oh, it's a beautifully struck penalty. Just how the goalkeeper rooted to one side, one direction, and when he tried to turn, it's not working for the goalkeeper.
FC have a free kick. Fawaz is standing over this one. Will he cross or will he take a shot? Fawaz! He was bending that one. But timely block there to divert that one for a corner kick.
Well, he had to be there. He just had to be there.
They're piling up the pressure across to the box, and that was a chance. And if the header was well directed, it could have just been
LASUED boys.
a third goal there for
And
FCE
there's an
Akoka.
animated coach Adiran Shego.
But on replay, we are
The
seeing
coach of
again
FCE.
the goal of Fawaz. The
What?
pass from the midfield finds a
The goal
finish
scorer Fawaz.
from the winger.
You can see how much
Whips across into the box.
importance for us.
It's well controlled. Is this a
Creates
chance?
a lot of
Is it?
chances down the flank. And once he gets it
FCE
into the box, it's
Akoka
always
score
dangerous
again!
for any attacker to pick it up.
LASUED win the free kick again. Uh, 25 minutes gone already in this tie. 10 minutes of the first half left. Can LASUED find an equalizer? Both teams are showing plenty of experience in this game. A Prosper touch allows the FCE to clear the lines. Now they come forward, switching sides. Prosper for LASUED. Up against Mustafa Bayami. In possession now is LASUED. And if you want a free kick, FC the Gucci party there. And maybe that penalty goal, a pass from the midfield finds given Lassu a lifeline. Even as those who are watching will whips it across into the box. It's well controlled. This is a chance, is it? A quick turn away from his marker. And a simple, cool finish to double his side advantage. But FC have a free kick to deal with now at the moment.
Yeah, credit goes to Godwin Ilmuna just to slot that beyond the goalkeeper. Oh, that is just clinical.
And yes, Amadi Ibrahim straight at the goalkeeper. Akman fumbles it. This is a goal. And yes, it is. The striker, I'm going to tell his name on the score sheet. And it is 2-2 now. FC players asking for a corner, for an offside call. And the goalkeeper is asking for explanations. But like the same pigeon players, you could explain tire.
Well, you can see, first off, it comes straight to the goalkeeper. As a goalkeeper, you should be holding that. For no reason can you just lay it off to an opposing striker. It's on a platter of gold for him.
And that was a gift from the goalkeeper. A malicious gift from Akman to Afolabi Michael to draw his side level in the 28th minute. It's 2-2 now. LASUED 2, FCE 2. And we are seeing a 4-goal thriller right before our very eyes.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vikoko, for all the effort that FCE have put in, that is just careless goalkeeping there.
Four goals in the space of 28 minutes. Who would have predicted this before the start of the game? Recall that this tie in May last year produced just one goal. That's so LASUED emerged as bronze medalist. And now we are seeing 4 goals already, even before the 30th minute mark. And I'm very sure that the coach of FCE will be disappointed in his goalkeeper, who is making a start today. The pass from Fawasu Godwin. There's too much for him to control.
Yeah, he just thought that someone was behind him there, the captain. He just left it, thinking there'll be a runner on the flanks.
And now they'll win a free kicker. FCE Akoka. They've squandered a 2-goal advantage.
Well, that just comes from, it just comes down to complacency amidst the boys in black. A game of such magnitude should not be slipping away from your hands there.
On this, chance here! Offside!
Yeah.
And we are going to see this one on replay, of course. Nearly a toe there for FCE Akoka. But this game is end-to-end. And here is Afolabi Michael looking to pounce. Still in possession. And the referee has spotted a foul committed by Michael, who has scored a brace already in this game.
Well, LASUED, if they get their chances, they will take it.
These are the type of matches you cannot take your eyes off the camera, off the television, and off the ball. And once you blink your eyes, you see a goal. Once you blink your eyes, it's one attacking move or the other at either side of the pitch. A referee is playing. Are we going to get more goals? And coach Endurance Shagu is animated on the touchline and is already asking for substitutes already to warm up and come on. Yes, Prosper. His effort is weak. The shot is hacked away. And we are seeing activity on the FCE bench as well. And yes, sir. An unintended pass for Fawaz. Almost latching onto that through ball. LASUED give away possession. Now it is Godwin for FCE. Across into his right hand side. And LASUED managed to clear. End-to-end stuff here, Caesar.
Well, it's end-to-end because both sides are not even concerned about possession. They get the ball, they're going forward, they're going to attack. Each player knows the script, and that's on display.
And yes, probably Michael, through and go. As it be pulled down, the referee has blown a free kick. Is that a red card offense? Was it the last man? The referee thinks otherwise. It's going to be a yellow card. And Michael, and yet it is the first sending off in this competition, the first red card we've seen. And what a game we are having. We've seen goals, we've seen yellow cards, and now we are seeing a red card. And to who now? And I think it is Abdul Basit Adeto. Olamile Conroll, and I beg to differ.
Well, that is just careless defending. Look at that. You're already on a yellow. You cannot be dragging someone like that. Let the goalkeeper come and clear the ball outside.
And the man who cleared the ball off the line has seen his matching orders. Olamile Conroland has been shown the first red card of the Unitecol Cup 2026.
Oh, that is a problem. I'll tell you what, Vikoko, that is a problem. There are impending consequences here for FCE. And it's only a matter of time before that starts to show.
And now they have to play the rest of this game with 10 men. And LASUED have a numerical advantage. But first, they have a set-piece situation to profit from. And the effort is blazed over the bar.
Well, now FCE would be forced to take a step back on it. They'll be forced to take a step back on the pedal. And they'd have to rethink how they're going to win this game with 10 men.
An interesting through pass, nearly finding Fawaz, who is offside again. But FCE Akoka would have to navigate the rest of this game with 10 men. They have to chase the game now from leading 2-0 to losing a 2-goal advantage. And now having a man sent off. What a game this has turned out for them. But yes, Fawaz wins a free kick for his team. Intelligence play from the winger. And I think Abu Amar of LASUED should be doing better in his defending.
Well, it's still courageous from FCE to still be attacking minded just like this with 10 men. It's a big risk, but somehow With Adeni Fawaz on the flank, it might just pay off for them.
36 minutes gone. And FC have a free kick to profit from. And yes, Fawaz again. Will it go direct? And that goes the halftime whistle. An entertaining and thrilling, intriguing first half comes to an end at the UNILAG Sports Complex, where the second game of Matchday 2 has produced 4 goals. FCE Akoka led by 2 goals earlier on before LASUED staged the comeback with a brace from Afolabi Michael to draw them level. The second half promises to be exciting, and hopefully we'll see more goals. Halftime, LASUED 2, FCE Akoka 2. Back to the second 35 minutes of this entertaining encounter between LASUED and FCE Akoka. 4 goals were scored in the first half. And the question is, how many are we going to witness in the second? FCE Akoka win and they remain in this competition with a lifeline. And the burden of pressure will be on LASUED to overcome the invisible, almighty, and conquerors Lassu in the final match day. Don't forget that this amazing football event is powered by 54 Football X and proudly sponsored by Bama. Bama always poised to make your breakfast Bamalicious. We're going to witness a total change here for LASUED. And maybe you say the coach double change in the first half, Caesar, impacted the game as they clawed their way from 2 goals down to draw level.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vikoko, this game is far from over. And LASUED's coach just knows it. He knows it. It's a big chance for them here with 11 versus 10. And surely there are goals to come.
Surely maybe there are goals to come. LASUED with a numerical advantage, living dangerously there in their own half. Akban has been shaky sometimes in goal. And now they have to witness their opponents make a substitution. And it is Ahmad Ibrahim making way for Damilare Sampson to continue the task of ensuring they grab maximum points this afternoon. A need through pass to find Fawaz with his goal! That was close! Almost a brace for the winger! And hopefully he doesn't regret it later. Nearly there, Caesar, nearly there.
Well, he'd be disappointed in himself that didn't come down just a little bit. It was laid on a platter of gold for him. And just look at it, 1v1 with the goalkeeper under a little bit of pressure, and credit to the defender for just unbalancing him.
FCE Akoka growing in confidence, keeping possession nicely. And they don't look like a team that are playing with 10 men.
Well, they surely don't look like it. They're still willing to attack.
And yes, Godwin Umuna finds forwards. He has space in front of him. Oh, timely intervention and recovery.
Oh, he just took too long there. You control it, you dispatch it, and you have a shot on goal.
And then Ogbona ready danger and stop forwards from finding comfort to strike a shot.
Or from that position, he should be troubling the goalkeeper. And surely you can see the amount of efforts that FCE are putting in. That just tells you LASUED cannot afford to be complacent at this point, even with 11 men on the pitch. Well, the boys in black certainly do not look like they want to lose this game. They know what is at stake.
LASUED have the ball where they want it to be. Both teams getting physical now. A beautiful control from Afolabi Michael. The FC who clear the lines. And yes, the star boy for FCE Akoka. Fawaz again. And it says his teammates almost through and goal. And a defensive miss up here. Godwin Umuna! Here's the woodwork. Umuna strike hits the woodwork. And that should have been 3. How did he miss that? But he has to piling up the pressure. FCE asking the questions. And that passage of play is wasted.
Well, first, when it comes There's just a temporary miscommunication between the goalkeeper and the defense, but that should be going in. And he's just unlucky there. Missed the direction.
And you have to give credit to Paul Ogunlude, who put the goalkeeper of I beg your pardon, Oluwaseun now of FCE, who put the goalkeeper of LASUED under serious pressure. And Godwin Umuna had to just score with an empty goal in front of him. Wasted opportunity. And they've had two golden chances to retake the lead.
And they'd be disappointed in themselves there, just having clear-cut chances to put the ball in the back of the net. It's wasted.
It's all FCE Akoka in the second half. As you've seen, 40 minutes gone. 30 minutes of no more time left. 30 minutes for either side to find a winner.
Oh, you can see what FCE are trying to do down with 10 men. When any LASUED player gets the ball, they just try to clog up that space, give them no room to think, no room to pass. Well, there is space on the far side, but how do you find that space, LASUED? So far, FCE are doing well to just keep LASUED under control.
We're about to see Giwa Ganiu come on for Oladipupo Razak. But Sims play will resume, and you wonder what the tactical implementation is from Coach Endurance Shegun, who is taking no chances despite playing with 10 men. He's animated on the touchline. Well, yes, LASUED now. And they're going to win a foul of their own. A free kick, rather. I'm going to say the confirmation of that earlier change. Coach Endurance Shegun, full of life and passion on the bench. It's how bad he wants this. Making way for Giwa Ganiu for FCE is Oladipupo Abdurazak.
Well, one thing LASUED should be trying to do is to just take advantage of the spaces on the flank, spaces in the half spaces. Something just has to change for LASUED as well. Because with one man extra, you should be having much of the ball. But it's the reverse we've been seeing.
A chance here for LASUED. A very quick throw. Afolabi Michael. Almost causing some havoc there. Clement Akman will have to be very quick with his goal kicks, as his side cannot afford to waste any time at all. LASUED looking for Joy down the left channel. Good work from Damilare Sampson, who is stopping his tracks. And yes, Oluwaseun seems to be fouled. The referee waits play on. And Coach Endurance Shegun is not pleased with the referee. But LASUED looking to make it 3. And good defensive work to avoid the danger.
Oh, you can see that's what we're talking about. They just had a spare man on the right flank, and temporarily they had the space to attack. Well, LASUED should be looking forward to keeping that possession and just calmly getting into the final third to create a chance.
A third versus fourth from last year's standings. Looking to grab the much needed victory that will give them massive advantage and maybe one leg into the semi-finals of the Unitecol Cup 2026. LASUED keeping the ball better this time around. Clash of bodies there. Referee was play on. And the referee will stop play temporarily now. And despite playing 1 man down, Underneath Ours continues to lead by example. It looks like he's the only one who wants it more among his teammates.
Well, I definitely agree with you, Vikoko. It seems to be the glimmer of light, the beacon of hope for FCE, just running into channels time and time again, finding space behind that back line. And you just get this feeling that even with 1 man down, FCE can still change something through individual quality.
LASUED player held back to his feet. Olaniwaju. Feeling the impact of the earlier challenge on him. Positive news for LASUED, as he'll be able to continue this game. This is a strong boy. He will shake it off.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vikoko, the fans are definitely on the edge of their seats here. From a commentator's point of view, it seems so interesting to watch. So interesting for it to unfold before our eyes.
A beautiful pass to find Afolabi. His touch lets him down, and the referee overlooks what may have transpired in the box. LASUED beginning to grow into the second half. Now they have a chance on the right-hand channel. And yes, Afolabi! 3! And it's a hat-trick for Michael. And maybe that's an angelic goal to give his side the lead. Afolabi Michael makes it 3 for LASUED.
Well, you can see the build up to that goal. They just find the wide man, and you can see on the edge of your screen somebody calling for it on the far side. But I'm not sure if the cross was intended for Afolabi, but it does get to him, and that's a fabulous finish. Credit to him.
One of the hallmarks of a striker and a centre forward is the ability to read dangerous moments and maybe even score with any part of your body. And yes, Afolabi Michael urging his teammates to go for it now. He has scored with his foot and he has scored with his chest as well. That third goal was a chested effort into the back of the net. And the move resulting to that goal must be applauded.
Yeah, that's a good pass there, just to find a man on the flank, and a first-time cross. It is just wonderful team play from LASUED. And now the momentum shifts once again to their side.
Momentum now with LASUED, who have taken the lead in this game for the first time. And what a remarkable story it will be. And having gone 2 goals down in the first half, they fought their way back. And they've been able to fight very hard to take the lead. But on replay again, if you're watching from home, you get to see Afolabi Michael make history by becoming the first player to score a hat-trick in the second edition of the Unitecol Cup. And the celebration afterwards speaks volume. It says, I am here. I'm the main man here. Can FCE Akoka find a response? Playing with 1 man less, 15 minutes on the clock, 20 minutes left, and 20 minutes for FCE Akoka to salvage their tournament or the kiss this one. Au revoir.
Oh, they've been here before, and you just feel there might be a little bit of tension amidst the fans as well, alongside the players. One man down, one goal down. It's not the best of positions that you would wish to be in as an FCE player or fan, or even the manager.
FCE Akoka will have to give everything now in this game if they are to salvage this competition from falling apart. A long ball into the half of LASUED. And now they'll look to counter now. Driving forward on the left channel. Force kindly here. And here's the captain. And Gordon Umuna recovers quickly. To stop Isiaka from capitalizing on that move. And it's an animated FCE coach on the touchline, but a chance to make it 4. Maybe the pass from the right channel was just too much for the teammates in the box to connect to, but you're going to see another change. And the confirmation of that change is that Timilane is on for Adeni Fawaz. And that's a surprising one. The beacon of light for FCE has been taken off in his 30s. Akinsoyinu, Timilane, and Caesar. That's an interesting substitution made by the coach. Fawaz is off, but here comes FCE now. Gordon Umuna not able to tread in its pass to find Oluwaseun.
Oluwaseun could probably have been offside there. And it's just some doubled work for FCE Akoka. They have to equalize, they have to score goals.
LASUED have a corner kick. Yusuf Adam really in the danger for his team to prevent a 4th goal. And maybe you say if there's an award for the most passionate coach in this competition, that award has to go to Coach Endurance Shegun, the coach of FCE Akoka.
Well, he's definitely hungry.
A cross into the box. FCE clear the lines. And that's the substitute here. Timilane with plenty of energy.
Yeah, it's a good way for LASUED to make use of the extra man that they have. You know, when any FCE player gets on the ball, they just do well to crowd that player, give him less space and time to think. And so far, so good. They're doing well to retain their lead, LASUED.
And the confirmation of the change for LASUED earlier on, the goal scorer in this same tie last year, Kelvin Priest making way for Olashukwu Uthman. And great on here from Oluwaseun. Oh! That was close. Smart on from the center forward, Oluwaseun. And he nearly caught Chigozie Jude off guard here.
Well, after he beats his man, I'm not entirely sure if that was intended as a cross or a shot.
They smell momentum. They don't want to give up easily yet. FCE Akoka know that Victory is all that matters as it stands. But if we want a free kick in the promising area, 55 minutes gone. 15 minutes left for the Lions of FCE Akoka to draw level and maybe press for a winner. A dangerous ball into the box. It's dealt with by Darlington Nwachukwu. And it's going to be a corner kick to FC. Giwa Ganiu on set piece duty this time around. You have like 6 FC players in the box. Giwa with a cross.
Yeah, he just put too much on it.
And too much for his teammates to connect with. Here they come again now, FCE. Omunato Oluwaseun. Shehu! The shot is deflected. But they have momentum with them. Yes, Hassan Fatai wins a corner kick. And it's FCE turn to respond with plenty of attacking questions. As they press on for an equalizer. Just so you know, they were leading 2 goals in the first half. Right in the box. Another timely clearance again to stop the danger.
Yeah, true. Right position, right time.
Hassan. So Bayomi. Another corner kick. FCE Akoka. Mountain pressure on LASUED defense. Dangerous ball into the box again is dealt with. And LASUED hack away. Throwing to the boys in black. Asking for the ball.
Well, it's amazing how both teams can just transition from being confident in possession, confident in attack, to just being shaky and losing concentration in defense.
Oluwaseun holding up the ball nicely. Wins the corner again for his team. It's corner after corner after corner for FC. 12 minutes left for them to salvage their tournament and to make yet another change. And this time around, it's Godwin Umuna who will be coming off. A corner kick. Mustafa Bayomi with a cross. And Chigozie Jude does well to pick that one from the sky.
Yeah, too close to the goalkeeper.
And here's LASUED looking to counter now. A chance to make it 4! It's 4! Goal number 4 for LASUED. Slow to react. Olaniyan Olaniwaju outsmarted him with his pace. And he had just one job to do. Pull the ball past the goalkeeper. And they have a security goal now. A 58-minute strike Since LASUED lead FCE Akoka 4 goals to 2. And we've seen 6 goals in this game. It has lived up to its hype and to its reputation as well.
Oh, you know, that just comes down to FCE looking to attack the same way they would with 11 men. And that's just risky because you're leaving a lot of gaps, a lot of holes in the defense that the opposing team can counter. And that's what you see in the 4th goal for LASUED.
They are making the numerical advantage count now. And 2 of the second half goals has been down the right-hand channel where they've exploited the left space of FCE effectively.
Yeah, they're just looking to stretch the opposition as wide as possible. And they're doing well to find the men down the flank, just so like we see here again.
10 minutes of normal time left. And FCE look to be exiting this competition. And this victory here will automatically see LASUED progress to the semi-final. All that will be left for is who tops the table when they face Lassu on the final match day of this group.
On the game against Lassu, for LASUED, that would really be a tough game, but they'll be looking forward to it. This game just gives them enough confidence to go into that game and show what they can do to Lassu.
And you begin to wonder maybe the red card earlier in the first half by Roland has taken away the impetus and energy and momentum to see out a win for the Lions of FCE Akoka.
Now less and less players coming for the ball for FCE. And that's just an easy turnover there.
A final pass from Olawale Afolabi. But they have a possession back with them now. And a cross is claimed by Akman with Afolabi Michael locking in behind to just sneak in a header again. And we have Akman, who is currently down. Receive attention from the medics. 7 minutes of normal time left. And LASUED are in cruise control. Bronze medalists from the 2025 edition of the Unitecol Cup. They want to go one step further this time around.
They'll be happy to take it. A very vital 3 points for them. But on the other hand, FCE would feel a little bit disappointed having to go out yet putting so much energy in it. They must have been looking forward to being rewarded more than this 2 goals that they had. They would have hoped for something more.
Don't forget that this creative, inspiring football tournament is proudly brought to you by 54 Football X and proudly sponsored by Bama. Bamalicious Bama. With AIIM also among the sponsors. You can always watch the highlights of these matches. If you're a football fan and a fan of any of this institution, visit vivxsports on YouTube to watch the highlight of these games and recap the moments. LASUED pressing for a 5th goal. Their captain controlling proceedings at the moment. And they have a throw in now.
Yeah, you can see that temporary overload down the flank. And he just gives them time and space to just create dangerous chances from there. Even though they have one man extra, possession is definitely not part of the script for them now.
Don't forget, you can have a recap of the highlights of every match played in this competition so far, from match day 1 and even till the last day of the tournament. Live on vivxsports on YouTube to catch all the action and relive every moment. And maybe that 4th goal from Olani Raju has taken the steam away from FCE pursuit of an equalizer.
Well, the 4th goal might be a means of celebration for LASUED, but for FCE it's certainly demoralizing. And it's hard to just score 2 goals against a side that has one man extra and are still looking confident on the attack. And even so, the time is not on their side.
They are keeping possession nicely. 1 touch, 2 touch passes. Switching the ball from left to right. And LASUED are 3 minutes away.
Or you can just see
from continuing their fate in this competition.
Or you can just see what FC are trying to do, having a 4-4-1 when defending, and when in possession it changes. 5 attackers, a big hole in midfield, then 3 defenders. But that space on the transition is what LASUED can take advantage of.
And they have a chance now to make it number 5. And the header is straight at the goalkeeper. A little bit complacent there. That could have been easily number 5. And Prosper, unable to add his name to the score sheet. Yeah, he's now Prosper. Finds Afolabi Michael. And the cross is straight at the goalkeeper. And nearly a 5th for LASUED there. Akpan with a smart save. After his teammates just switch off the back line there. Olawale Afolabi almost registering his name on the score sheet.
Well, 4 goals. They're not looking contented with 4 goals there, LASUED. They're just looking to make sure that there's no means, there's no chance for FCE to do some sort of comeback. But they will still walk away with their heads held high, FCE. You know, they came into this game with high spirits. Tactically, they were there until the red card. And that just took a massive toll on them going forward in the game. Credit to LASUED as well for taking advantage of that. Yeah, he'd be...
And here is the coach of FC Coach Endurance Shegun, he has given up. An animated coach, passionate coach. I love his desire on the touchline, but sometimes you have to know when it is over. He will try again, I trust him. He will try again.
Yeah. He'd definitely be a little bit disappointed with the card.
And FCE looking for maybe a consolation goal! Inches away from a third. Right to the stroke of the 70th minute mark. Well, you want to applaud his efforts, his desire to keep going, despite the reality that they will be exiting the competition.
Oh, there's still some life in them, FC.
An offside call here on
Yeah, good
Kamilari
call.
Sampson.
Good call from the linesman.
We'll hit the 70th minute mark. LASUED moments away from continuing their own story in this beautiful competition, the Unitecol Cup 2026. And that's the full-time whistle. An impressive opening statement from LASUED as they produce one of the comebacks of this competition to keep their destiny and fates alive. Just like last year, against the same opponents, they have shown maturity when it mattered the most. The bronze medalists begin their Unitecol Cup campaign with authority and place themselves among serious contenders in this competition. For FCE Akoka, despite their efforts, despite their commitments, their dream is now over. 2 games, 2 defeats, and they are officially out of the Unitecol Cup 2026 tournament. For LASUED, the Giants march on. And the next task for them will be to top the table when they face Lassu. Officially, we bring to you the end of today's activity as Matchday 2 has produced goals, misses, red cards, tackles, and plenty of fun. This competition is proudly brought to you by 54 Football X, sponsored by Bama, Bamaliciously. And don't forget, you can watch every highlight on vivxsports on YouTube. And tomorrow there's going to be a derby day between UNILAG versus YABATECH. You don't want to miss it. Even as Lassu will take on LASUED as well. So tomorrow, derby day at the UNILAG Sports Complex. UNILAG versus YABATECH and Lassu versus LASUED. Arrivederci.
Thank you, Rico. That's it.